conversations and shit as if it's not go time.
Well,
I'll
get
it.
Three.
You feeling some type of way, Don?
One.
You feeling that type of way?
Yep.
Oh man.
There was
You
no
still
countdown
counting.
or nothing, dog.
Hey.
Am I on the right screen?
Go.
Hold on.
Ah, what's up, everybody? We
Yo,
live.
yo.
We still getting it together, man.
Sorry for the tardiness.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how you know it's real. That's how you know it's real.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm not.
What's good, dog?
Yo.
What's good?
Man, we were just over here talking about government contracting, man. Coming soon. I'll be on the core conversations to kind of give some insights on what's going on in this contracting world. Actually, you know what, Bobby? While are you still trying to get your screen together, Corey?
No, I'm good.
You good? We
I'm
ready?
good. We live, brother.
We
Everybody,
live. Okay.
even Instagram live. We
Okay,
Instagram live.
I'll just make
TikTok
sure
live coming soon.
Hey, TikTok live coming soon, huh?
TikTok. Oh, we're moving up, man.
I'm down for that. I'm
Yeah.
down. Anyway, all right. Y'all, everybody, you tuned in to episode 78.
Yes.
Eight of Technically Speaking, when we are giving you news
That you can use.
Yeah, that y'all can use.
that you can use. I mean, if you want to use it, I mean, I can't force you to use it. You know what I mean?
We ain't gonna
Corey,
force you to make it. We ain't gonna force you to change your life.
You got
Yeah,
something
Yes, we are.
folks, don't you, Corey?
Oh man, yeah, we got a whole lot today, man. Whoo, it's a.
So what's the first thing you need to tell folks to do before we jump into it?
Look, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the plane, the train, and the automobile. So you know what you got to do. You got to like, comment, subscribe, and tune in. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and tell a friend to get on in. You already know how we go.
You know what? So last time we were on, and we had someone I think was on your IG, Corey. It was like, so who are you?
Yeah.
And we were like, we're technically speaking, dog. You don't know. And we realized it don't come up
like,
on the screen. So yes, we are technically speaking, and we are your host for the next hour or so. And we got your main man with the game plan, Corey Giovanni, man. Say what's up for the folks that don't know you already, man.
So look, check it out. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. Just to let you know, I'm a young man who's in an old body, big body, more body. But nah, you know what I'm saying? Look,
it's a big body, boys.
Big body boys. Yeah, nah, but you know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for tuning in, Corey Giovanni. You know what I'm saying? I am 1/4 of this co-host dynamic quadruples. Shout out to the 16 tuning in, clicking up. Let's go up. I'm gonna pass it on over to Mr. Swimmy, the Schwimster, Don.
Man. We got Dr. Pooh. Say what's up to the folks, man.
What up? What it do, man? Welcome to the show. We are so happy to have y'all here. You know, like they said, hit that like and subscribe. Catch us every week.
Yes. And then we got Bobby with an I, because Y is for it. Guys, say what's up to the folks. I saw someone that popped up on there. What up?
What is up, y'all? In case you don't know, YouTube does have a little notification bell. So whenever we go live, you hit that notification bell. It will send a notification to your phone and let you know to tune in to Technically Speaking. We can give you news you can use.
Yes.
Every Monday.
Yes.
Every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 1900 for the rest of us folks.
Nah.
Military time. That's what's up. And I'm Geronimo, aka Tech Bongo, and we here, man. We here to give it to you, man. We doing the little switch it up, you know. Hopefully, give us the feedback. Let us know what y'all think. But let's jump to it, man. Corey, what we got to talk about tonight, man.
Man, you already know who in the headline one more time. That brother's name, Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent, aka Need My Money by Monday, and today is Monday.
Today is Monday.
We don't owe him, so we're good.
It's good, man.
But you want to know, but speaking of speaking of this Diddy documentary is making some waves. Now, here's what I found out by doing my little Diddler research. Diddy thought he was going to beat this trial, and he thought he was going to get off. So he had a camera team follow them around.
But didn't he get off?
Oh, he got off. He got off. Not the way he wanted to.
Take that.
Take that. So, rumor has it, I'm not even gonna say sources. I'm gonna say, well, yeah, sources. I'm gonna keep it real. Sources say that the way 50 Curtis Jackson was able to get the content was because of the fact that this camera team that was following this young man named Diddy Sean Combs, who's known for not, doing his just due towards people, they followed him around through this whole process, and there was people who did not get paid. And when you don't get paid, that's when you get the tumble effect. Now, my thing is this. It's like a 50-50. Get it? 50-50. Because if you know Diddy, right? He don't like to pay his artists. He don't like to do, you know what I'm saying? He didn't like to do that. Good point.
He was kind of notorious for that.
Yeah,
ooh, I like what you did there. I like what you did there.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? And so by not paying your people, especially if they worked for you, they got to justify the cost, right? You know what I'm saying? There was iPhones, there was cameras, there was audio, and there's people who was just flat out angry. And here's the thing, though. Some people probably started the process in his favor, started doing stuff, thinking like, oh, because if you watch the video, there's a lot of people like bigging him up, like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Diddy was one of the, he was like, they were just like championing him.
Yeah, I did see that. Everyone wanted to get
another way. It went another way when the money didn't come. So when you don't pay your people find a way to get paid.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. The 50 Cent said, you know what I'm saying? I got an offer for you. And guess what? All of them did. They take that. Take that. And boom.
And we got what we got. So basically, you saying they came to do a job. Yeah, i.e., they was following him and taking behind the scenes footage, right? Because he thought he was gonna beat the case, right?
Yeah,
wasn't that the purpose?
Beat it.
He hired 10 lawyers. Yeah, you would think so, right? He had like what, 10, 15 lawyers or some shit like that.
He had a squad. He had a squad. It was the modern day dream team for those that remember O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, no, for real.
No, for real. But no, so he thought he was going to beat the case. So he had hired those people, and then he just didn't pay them. And then 50 Cent swooped up like, I could fix that. How much you want? Are there any numbers out there to show what 50 paid for that?
Nah. You know, 50 is a smart businessman. He gonna make sure you keep those numbers low. But let me tell you this.
For tax purposes.
Of course. Under the tables, you know what I'm saying? But there's 140 hours of unused footage. Ooh. So with 140 hours unused footage, Diddy is in trouble. And 50, he got enough enough content to put out on his 50, Action 50. He can put it there. He can go on YouTube platform and go ahead and stream it and then run up the numbers and then get advertisements running there. He can go ahead and go to Stars and say, hey, Stars, look, let's do a mockumentary movie about this. He has a lot of footage.
Damn, I didn't even think about that because he's still connected with Stars.
Yeah.
Dang.
I think he should just keep that Netflix deal, man, and keep pushing this stuff on Netflix, man. I think more people have Netflix than have any other subscription service. I don't know the numbers for sure, but it was very successful on Netflix. Very successful.
Yeah, number one.
But here's the thing. What if 50 can take that same power and take it to another channel like Tubi and give them that same influence? And then
it would take less viewers from Netflix. It would take viewership away from Netflix.
No, it won't. No. The reason being, 50 Cent is very, very smart. He knows what he got. He can bring that. People will go because people didn't stop watching stop watching Power. they kept watching Power, and it's on Stars.
Yep.
And then they went to Diddy, went to Netflix and saw Diddy. They can go to Hulu and see another Diddy show, and then they can go to Paramount, another Diddy show. And then
and he had another show. I want to say that show was on Peacock. It was about like the TikTok murderer.
Yeah, TikTok murderers.
Yeah.
So
and I didn't even realize that was a 50 Cent production until like it went off, and then G Unit Studios came up, and I was like, wait, what?
Really?
That was a good one too. I think it was like the TikTok murder or something
TikTok
like that.
Murder.
Yeah. That was
check this out.
Yeah, man.
I don't get a lot of TV viewing time. I truly don't, and when I do, I really try to make the most of it.
Same.
No, I feel you. I watch TV probably about 4 hours.
There's a couple of lessons there, man, because it is news you could use.
Yeah.
Pay the people that work for you, because we wouldn't have had this great thing to do. That's for well, yeah, it's the right thing to do. And then don't let it get in the hands of like the king and queens of pettiness, because 50 is petty, dog.
Yeah. And here's the thing, you know how it all started? I heard in the interview, it started with Diddy asked him, "Let me take you shopping."
Yeah.
He said, "Let me take you shopping," because he was 50 was like,
What?
Yeah. He's like, were you? I mean, it's whether it's 50 Cent, whether it's
that's a power move, man. What a power move, you know?
Oh, I see what you did there.
One man try and pull another man to the malls and buy him some gear. Like, yeah, that's a power move, man.
Yeah, I can see that. I see that. Yeah.
But ultimately, what it is this, man. If you don't take care of your people gonna find a way to take care of themselves. And the worst thing for you to do is have your competition have your lowest, dirtiest, darkest secrets.
I got a question for you.
You don't want that.
Yeah. What's up, Dr. Poole?
Man, so what? You saw all those supporters that came out in that documentary that were supporting him. You think if they keep on dropping these documentaries about him, that he's going to end up losing his supporters, or you think his supporter base is so strong that they'll continue to dump baby oil on themselves in celebration?
Go ahead, answer the question.
No. He said dump the baby oil. I was motioning like I'm dumping the baby oil on myself.
Yeah.
You know what?
They got a strong supporter base, apparently.
You know, the word fan goes around many ways. There's the fans that's like this, and there's the fans that's like, oh my God. And then there's fanatics, right? That people put some of these celebrities like right here when it comes to God. God is right here.
Yeah.
There go their celebrities. And some people will be like, there, and then God, and back and forth until they need Jesus or God or whoever they call their savior, right? So just to be 100% honest with you, man, I don't think he's going nowhere. You know, you see what I did there? He
ain't going nowhere, huh?
Nowhere.
Well, the thing is, I mean, you got some people that are fans, but I would imagine that some of those people were probably paid to do some of that stuff too.
True.
But if he don't pay them, we see what happens when he doesn't pay. Ooh.
He's a bad boy, man. What do you expect?
And he had a big history of that. I know Mace complained about it. The locks. We know about the locks.
Craig Mack, bro. Everybody should have known about Craig Mack. Why didn't anybody speak on Craig Mack, man?
Good point. Good point.
Craig Mack got P. Diddy started, man.
He's
along with Biggie, you know, like it was the Big Mac. Fucking Big Mac, dog.
I remember that. Yeah. Big Mac. They couldn't say no to that.
No.
He wanted to sell the CD in a fucking Big Mac box, man. That was one of those documentaries I learned too, man. One of those
man.
Netflix or some shit.
That one, bro. You got to send me the link to that.
So
all right. Still streaming.
My real question is, and you can answer this one too, Bobby. Matter of fact, you start us off with this answer. Can P. Diddy ever recover from this documentary?
No. Nope. If he was smart, he would have paid his people, because why would you do that? And then hold on a second. If I'm a videographer and I'm following around somebody and I know his background, I'm like, you better pay up front. You better pay up front and then sign a contract. Then I will release the footage to you just based off of your history. I'm going to protect me and my people. I'm not going to have my people walking around here with a microphone following you around. That's not smart.
Good point. Good, excellent point. Because he has that reputation. Yeah. So I didn't even think about it like that. Nah, you pay up front, at least like half up front or something. Excellent point. So now I'm kind of like on those people that took the footage. Like you good point. You knew that.
Those horror stories of business owners, right? They go to do a job, they think they do a great job, and somebody's like, "Oh, it's not to my liking," and they're out there picking at it. Well, I'm not paying for this, and they find a reason to try to not pay you for work that you had completed. You know what I mean? And it's
those people are so difficult.
Same exact thing, but just on a bigger scale. Where now you've got dirt.
Yeah. The thing about it is, let's look at a person who's a fan, right? Who's a fan, just a fan in general. Like, oh, I get to be able to be part of this. That I'll do it on the back end. I mean, I got to get paid, yes, but I'll do it up front and then get paid later. You know what I'm saying? And remember, the media was championing this dude. He was everywhere. Last Train to Paris, changed his name to Love. Like, people was thinking Diddy was just like, he was
untouchable.
He was untouchable, and they thought they were winning. And low key, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If he was to hit me up and say, Corey, I need to do some social media work, I've been like, okay, yeah, I would charge him up the yin yang. But can I be 100% honest with you? I probably would have been like, yeah, Daddy, you just got to give me at least something to get me started. And if he would have gave me $5,000.
He has something to get you started now.
Yeah, right. Oh, come to this party, baby. Oh, come to this party, Daddy. Come on, Daddy. You got this party coming up.
I gotta watch what I say on these social media.
It'd be like, yeah, Daddy. I got something for you, Daddy. We need a party.
Yep. I got this white party coming up this Saturday, baby. I got you.
Corey's over here like, what's all this Johnson & Johnson doing here?
I know, right? Slippery when I walk.
What do you mean you want my cell phone? I gotta sign an NDA to enter your property? What?
NDA? Oh my gosh.
Like, I didn't know there was a house here. Like, wait, what?
I'd be like, Diddy, you show me those tunnels, bro. Just show me those tunnels, bro.
This got real Diddy real quick.
Diddy. He had his house linked to Hugh Hefner and the Playboy Mansion, man. How do you do that?
Hey, he's Diddy. That paper. You got that paper. Oh, so you mean to tell me he was linked? He was connected with Hugh Hefner?
Yeah, that was like one of the big discoveries. His son, like Will Smith's son, came out and was talking about it, like the underground tunnels in Hollywood. And a lot of those underground tunnels are linked to the fucking Playboy Mansion, man. And Diddy had an underground linked tunnel to the. Maybe it's allegedly, but that's what was reported on the internet, that Diddy had a linked underground tunnel to the fucking Playboy Mansion, man.
No, there's a lot of whistleblowers talking about those underground tunnels and stuff. And there's no reason
Jaden
why
Smith,
the LA fires started happening. It was to cover shit up.
Yeah, Jaden Smith did like a little Instagram or something about the tunnels too, man.
That's crazy.
You can't see it, but I do wear a tinfoil hat 24/7. You can't see it, but I promise to God it's there.
So we done talked about the dubious Diddy. He should, hey man, you know what? I wonder if he would have ever thought that asking 50 Cent to go shopping. Hey, let me take you shopping, Daddy. I wonder if he ever would have thought that it would have came to this.
It's the wrong one.
Wrong one.
He should have known he was the wrong one, though, man.
Yeah, everybody should have known 50
Cent. They both New Yorkers. It ain't like he's not from New York, from Queens.
Nah, let me tell you why they should have known. 50 Cent came out with a song called How to Rob and threw everybody in the song. It was the very first song that made headways that even got to the West Coast. It's called How to Rob. He disrespected Missy, Big Pun, Fabio, Jay-Z, Nas. He went through everybody.
Even Kirk Franklin.
He went through them all.
Kirk.
He was like, I'm gonna rob Kirk Franklin for robbing God's people.
Dude, he was
Did he said that?
No,
50 said that. No,
Yeah,
he
that
said,
sounds like a
I'm
50 line.
gonna get Kirk Franklin for robbing God's property. There you go. It was a
Yeah,
play on
that was his album, right? Oh no, that was his group. He had a group, right?
God's
Kirk
property.
Franklin,
Yeah,
yeah.
back in the day when they came
But-
with that stomp. Yo, so
Yeah.
speaking of stomp, let's stomp into a new topic you got called Heroes Highlight, man. Starting off, talk about the Heroes Highlight, man, before you jump into this.
Right. So, the Heroes Highlight, who we giving the Heroes Highlight to is people who are somewhat a bit of a celebrity. Yeah, they're a celebrity, but they also been known to go through struggles, and we've been able to see their struggle played out on live real time, either social media or in the news. And today's highlight, Heroes Highlight, goes to Dave Chappelle, right? Dave Chappelle got into this entertainment industry, started off doing stand-up comedy. Everybody knows the Dave Chappelle show was a massive hit on Comedy Central Network. Dave pitched it to HBO, and HBO, before he got picked up on Comedy Central Network, HBO was like, nah, we're not doing that. It was like, what? Nah, we're not doing that, because he wasn't a big enough name. Again, when you have somebody who's super, super talented and you do them wrong, it comes back to bite you in the behind. However, this is the middle part of it. Comedy Central really wanted Dave Chappelle IP, intellectual property, but not the human being. And so in the middle of his contract, a $40 million contract, he walked away. He walked away because, one, they were trying to take the element of his originality out of it. And everybody who was around knows, like, that's what happened. If you watch it, Dave Chappelle was notoriously for putting Charlie Murphy in the highlight in his later years. You know what I'm saying? Donald Rollins, you know what I'm saying? I'm rich, bitch. Him, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of other people too.
Epic.
Yeah. But there came a point in time not too long ago where he went on the power of social media, because everybody got attached to the Dave Chappelle that we know and love, and that and his shows, because he talked about stuff that really was, he made light of dark situations and made it funny. He went in a real boss move way and went on all these platforms and told them to stop streaming his show because they did not want to pay him. And in turn, when he signed up with Netflix, sorry, Siri is tripping. In turn, he was able to go and get Netflix to tell them to pull all of Dave Chappelle's show off of Comedy Central. And not only that, because Comedy Central licensed that same IP that of Dave Chappelle to HBO, who said they didn't want nothing to do with him. So they were just making money off another man without his respect, without his word, his input, or anything. So the fans showed up and they all boycotted Dave Chappelle like Dave Chappelle asked them. And when they did it, the networks listened. Netflix was like, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down. Boom. Now Dave Chappelle can do his work the way he wants to and how he wants to on Netflix. The power of the people through the highlighting of the hero.
I like it.
Man.
I remember that too, man. That was a big deal, man. That was a big deal, but it worked out in his favor. And
yeah,
what Netflix showed was loyalty.
Yes.
Because they could have put that power move and be like, look here, little bitch, we're a big corporation, homie. Because I know he had his deal that he had when he did those specials was something crazy, like what, 60 million or something like that. What was his original deal?
Wait, Netflix or Comedy Central?
The Netflix one.
I believe it was 200 million, bro. It was big.
That much?
Yeah, because of the fact that he was able to, it was over, I believe, over a 6-year period.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the Netflix owners and big leagues weren't Dave Chappelle fans watching the show growing up. You know, like they probably were watching it like we were, and now they're part of this big organization. Like, what? He got a library? Yeah, let's buy that library. That was one of the mainstreams of Comedy Central, and that made people turn to Comedy Central. That's the only thing I ever watched on there.
Yeah,
and maybe South
The only
Park.
thing I watched on Comedy Central too is the Chappelle show. Speaking of which,
Yeah, so his
who was
deal,
your favorite episode?
his deal was $60 million for 3 stand-up specials.
so I was off by
It
like a
was
lot of
60 million. It was 60 million. But to your point, Donald, I believe that's what he talked about. I think when he was getting ready for that special, he did talk about that the decision makers at Netflix were huge Dave Chappelle fans. So
yeah, of course, everybody is.
Yeah.
That's why he's a hero. That's why we're highlighting this hero.
Everybody
Man.
who's in
There
their
you
right
go, there
mind
you
is
go.
a Dave Chappelle fan.
Yeah,
and he's great with just connecting with people, man. Like that dude is on a whole nother level, man. Like when I was stationed in Tucson, I remember like he was still kind of on his hiatus. He was still doing shows when he came back, from Africa. But and this was back in like 2010, 2011. He would just pop out and just make a Twitter post. Hey, I'm in Tucson. And the tickets would just sell out like that. He still does that. He did that in San Antonio. He just posted on Instagram, hey, man, look where I'm at. He took a picture in front of, I think it was like the Aztec Theater or something, Bobby. Dude, and I tried to get on within like 5 minutes. Tickets sold out. Gone.
Yeah. Can I tell you, man?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, man. Yeah, my favorite Dave Chappelle, man, besides the show, man, he got me first with Robin Hood Men in Tights. He was hilarious in that. And that was kind of what got me hooked. But once he made that Half-Baked movie and that Half-Baked movie came out, bro, I was locked in forever, bro. I was smoking hard during the 90s, bro. And I'm like, what? This guy made a movie specifically for me and my people. I will support you forever. The new Cheech and Chong.
Hey.
Yeah.
Dude, and I love this character in Undercover Brother.
Right.
I love this character in Blue Streak.
Dave Chappelle, man.
Blue Streak was good. And Dr. Doolittle. Was it Dr. Doolittle?
No,
the Nutty Professor. Nutty
He was
Professor.
Reggie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn around, it's his birthday.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. Hey, you know what? I look at him as being such a good hero because it's the results, right? Because you could command everything he's commanding when you're delivering results, and that's what he does, man. That's what he does, man. Let me ask you this though. This is for the whole crew.
Hold on. Bobby has something to say real quick.
Go ahead.
Did I put you on the spot, sis?
No, it's not that. I was just saying, isn't it crazy how like this whole cancel culture thing, right? Like if you say something wrong in comedy, when are you supposed to have like your freedom of speech?
Right.
You should be able to say that. Like comedy should be off limits. Like nobody is safe. Nobody.
Well, I think it's a different climate now. I think that's
so damn sensitive, man.
Yeah, I agree with Bobby. Like, look,
that's why I asked you. Like, y'all, what is y'all's favorite Dave Chappelle? Because I could not wait to tell y'all what mine was.
Well, go for it. Tell us.
You know who Clayton Bigsby is?
Clayton Bigsby.
Oh,
Clayton Bigsby. Black power. And
that was a classic one.
The leader of the KKK, and he's all like, he's always got the hood on, and they're like, "Oh, let's see your face. Take off your hood." And he takes it off. He's a blind black guy, right? And that's
divorced his wife for marrying black guy.
Wife for quote unquote, she was a nigger lover. And that's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, the stuff they got away with on that show, man, definitely crossed some lines. Like that was the biggest thing I hated. I hated the overexposure of the N-word. It seemed like that was what a lot of the episodes' main emphasis was on, and it was like, And I think Dave Chappelle, that was his one of his issues with it too. Was like, why is it that you can have freelance to say whatever you want about the black culture, but almost every other particular culture is protected? Right. And I think he was talking about like the homosexual community at the time. It was like they wanted to say like gay or something. I don't know. It was in the documentary. He was streaming still. Listen to him. He'll explain it way better than we can.
No, good point.
Don was like, look, I ain't gonna get in trouble. Just go listen to what he said.
Yeah, you go listen to what he said.
All right, Ramo, you said you had something for the group.
He was about to go to it. He stopped himself. Hey, we're not living in that same cancel culture era anymore. We've gotten out of it. But I will say this, kudos to him, because even when we were in cancel culture, he didn't give a book. He was
He's still sticking to his guns,
like
man.
Yeah.
You know?
I need people like that.
Yeah. Now, he even said it. He was like, you can't cancel me. I'm Dave Chappelle. Straight up.
Straight up.
My question to y'all was, would you have been able to walk away from that 50 million? We'll start with you, Bobby. Would you have been able to walk away from that 50 million?
Who was offering the 50 million?
It was
Comedy Central.
It was Comedy Central, and the stipulations
for like another
were
3 years.
that you had to tone everything down.
What was the stipulations on that, Corey? Recap on why he walked away from that.
They would strip him of his intellectual property.
No,
and they were even removing him from it and still running the Chappelle show.
He makes the Chappelle show. It's literally called the Chappelle show.
Yeah.
You can't have that without Dave Chappelle. Like, he is the original. He is the OG when it comes to that.
Well, they removed him from it when he walked away from the deal. I thought it was they wanted him to continue doing certain things that were getting a little too deep into the stereotypes, and he didn't want to do that.
Right. Yeah.
I think
that was part of it. Yeah.
They started doing it without him when he walked away from that 50 million. So that's really what it came down to, is if they still wanted you to perpetuate the stereotypes, name a stereotype, right? He didn't want to do it anymore. He walked away from that 50 million. Would you have been able to do that?
Yeah, with all my dignity. But you know what? Let's not act like he just came from, like, you know, being poor. He had money. He's like 50 million.
Well, he also didn't just have money. He had influence, right?
Yeah.
Influence can bring a big bag, especially when he came from nothing and was able to start where the man came from stand-up comedy all the way to being the #1 entertainer on cable television.
I feel all that, but would you have walked away from that 50 million?
Yeah, because I could go do it again.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at. Like,
I feel that.
Yeah.
Nah, what about you, Dr. Poole? Would you have walked away from that 50 million?
Yeah. So me personally, where I'm at, you give me 50 million and I'll talk some shit for a couple years. But for where he was at, I get it. What I don't understand, but I understand it a little bit on the personal, is like, why disappear completely and even go and live in a whole other country for a few years? Like, I get that pilgrimage, if that is something like what he did, but like, he just disappeared and vanished. And like, that was hard for me. It was like, where the fuck did this guy go, man? Like, where is Dave Chappelle? They should have done a marketing campaign. Where is Dave Chappelle? You know, like,
I mean, I've seen times where people like leave to go to a place where they can. He went to Africa, right? So Africa is not like the United States. Maybe he wanted to go and be in a place where he can kind of humble himself and kind of bring in some more inspiration, some more creativity in. And in order to do that, you've got to bring yourself a little bit lower and get into those humble shoes.
And not only that,
I think you were saying that, but for me, I'm on Donald's level. I would have took the money, dog. I mean, like, I felt everything y'all saying. I respect it, but I'm like, hey, for show money, that's that for show money, for show 50, and I just got to be a little bit ignorant for a little bit more. I was ignorant the first 2 seasons. I'm about to be ignorant one more time, at least, for this 50 million. I'm sorry, dog. I'm gonna take the money and run, dog. It's ignorance is bliss, they say. I don't know, but I'm not as honorable as y'all. I'm taking the money, dog.
Really down the middle on this.
I mean, it's understandable, but we don't know what kind of offers he was getting from behind the scenes.
True.
We don't know how much money he already had stacked away, because for a person to be able to close a deal like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then say, oh, I'm pretty sure he probably had some bigger deals that came along. And then he's a smart man, so I know he's checking ratings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Replays. So he's like, oh, You know what I'm saying?
Well, he better man than me. I'm taking the money. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it real. I feel you 100%. I'm there with you, Don.
What do the viewers say, man? What do they think, man?
Yeah, man, that's a good question out there. Chime in.
50 million. That's a lot of money, man.
Hey, shout out to Ty Rock. Ty Rock just, you know what I'm saying, giving us some much love and respect. Appreciate you, Ty Rock.
Yeah, appreciate that. And also to chime in, Ty Rock, would you have been able to walk away from $50 million?
That's a lot of money, man.
Oof.
It's a lot of car payments.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm taking that money, dog.
Here's the thing. If you are already a millionaire, 100 millionaire, based off of other things, that 50 million probably would be like, okay, yeah, I could forget that because I know I can make that again. Even if your
anniversaries would be sweet.
Even if you're a 30 millionaire.
I feel that. And I'm not. So that's why I'm like Donald. So I'm like, where I'm at right now. Oh yeah, I'm taking that. Now, see, if I was 100 millionaire, maybe the way I think about that might be a little different. Just keeping it real.
Yeah. I mean, no amount of money in the world. Like I'm gonna bring in like a more biblical, spiritual perspective. There's no amount of money in this world that is going to be able to, you know, give you or take away that peace. You know what I mean? It's not worth peace. That's gonna
I feel what you're saying.
Dollars on that at all.
I do feel that. You
so
know,
it's easy for me to say.
I'm doing 20 years in the Air Force. I ain't playing that. And there was plenty of times I was like, "Ooh, if I didn't need these benefits, if I ain't need this check, if I didn't need to pay this child support, I'm getting the fuck out." There's plenty that happened plenty of times. So I feel the dignity. I feel all of that. But I'm like, if I did it for the crumbs that the Air Force was paying me, and I went through it and stuck with it just to pay these bills and take care of these kids. There's a lot of dignity I lost when I was on active duty. Let me tell you that right now, man. $50 million, I'm losing more dignity, dog. I'm telling you that right now.
Hey, are you gonna go through the canals? You gonna let them go through the canals?
I ain't letting nobody go through no canals, but hey, close to it when you serve on active duty, because there's been some times that you be like, what? You gotta do it, dog. Oh, no, I ain't doing it. Oh, well, it's Fort Leavenworth. They call it the resort, all inclusive, all expensive paid. If you want to go to the resort, I guess I got to do it then, man. I guess I got to do it. It's been plenty.
Where is this at? Fort Leavenworth?
Fort Leavenworth, man. Yeah, man. If you don't follow a legal order, you go to Fort Leavenworth, baby. All expenses paid, baby.
Oh, sure.
I know somebody.
I'm out, Donald. That's not good, bro.
Is it? I'm confused, man.
It's prison for military
federal prison.
Oh, y'all being sarcastic.
Yeah.
The civilian life here, you know. I'm thinking like this is real. What's going on? Oh, it's like the stockades, huh?
Hey, you get court-martialed and you get time, you going to Fort Leavenworth, man. That's you don't want that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it sounds like a shitty place. That's why I'm like, where is this place at, man? Is it Hawaii or something?
Ain't going nope.
Geronimo, you ever been part of a court-martial?
No. I was never part of a court-martial, but I've done temporary first sergeant duty. That's like what's the equivalent of a first sergeant in civilian world? I don't even know if that's a thing. Like
boot camp?
What? No.
Nah,
it's the rank, it's the title structure.
Well, it's a rank in the Army, but in the Air Force, it's a special duty. Basically, you're like
No, it's special duty in the Army too.
Yeah.
What is it? What's in the Air Force? E8?
You got to be at least an E7.
So in the Army, you have to be at least an E7 to be an acting first sergeant.
To be an acting.
It is a special duty. But the actual first sergeant is in fact an E9 with the diamond in the middle of the roster. The star.
Sounds like a rap.
Basically, a first sergeant is like he's like a.
But it's rare. It's rare you find a legit
E9 with the diamond in the middle.
Hey, so basically, the first sergeant is like they take care of the people. They help the troops out, right? Like there's a lot of stuff that goes on in our lives, so they got a specific position that just helps you with stuff. Like your family's going through something, they'll help you out with that, get your resources, stuff like that. I was trying to see if there was like a civilian equivalent, but I can't think of one. But anyway, at my rank, I at an E6, you could do temporary duty. Like let's say if the first sergeant goes on vacation, you could volunteer to pull that duty And like my last time pulling that duty, I literally had to escort someone off base because they got court-martialed. So they had already went through the trial. And basically they found him guilty and he had to get out. I was basically just escorting this person around, taking all the paperwork that he needed to do that what they call out process the base. It's like when you leave a company, he leaving the base and literally walked them out the gate and was like, here's your stuff and good luck with life, I guess.
I'll wait till I get my segment and I'll go in a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. So hey, shout out to Dave Chappelle, man. Hey, we gonna dig into something else. We got someone we want to acknowledge. Let me pull up something real quick.
Surprise.
So we gonna get a little bit more fun on this show. And one thing I want to say happy anniversary to Deadpool.
Yeah.
Do y'all know how old Deadpool is?
100 years old.
He's not that old. He's not that old. But let's play this, and then I give y'all some time to see if y'all can figure out how old he is. But I'll go ahead and play this real quick.
That looks like
can y'all hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Deadpool.
Relax. It's my first issue. They're not going to kill off the star this early.
First issue, and he's already calling himself the star. Welcome to Time Variance Authority. I'm Miss Phillips, and today we're going to learn all about the man that breaks the fourth wall and your face. Truth is, in December of 1990, in New Mutants number 98, Deadpool was just an extra with an ego. You see, recruits, in Deadpool's debut, he wasn't the wisecracking merc we know and love today. He was a stone-cold assassin, sent by a shadowy crime lord named Tolliver to take out Cable once and for all. That very same issue gave us Gideon, a slick businessman with mutant powers trying to wriggle his way into Sunspot's life after the death of his father.
Yada, 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 yada. Back to me, please.
Well, Deadpool's real name is Wade Wilson, a soldier turned mercenary, pumped full of experiments that gave him a supercharged healing factor. Trouble is, it left him scarred head to toe and scrambled his brain like succotash right along with it. Back at the compound, Deadpool's all shoo. Just when Cable's one heartbeat away from checking out, in storms Domino to turn the tide. Or was it? Turns out that wasn't Domino at all. It was Copycat in disguise. 3 first appearances in one comic, but most importantly and most modestly, Deadpool.
He wasn't the star back then, but wouldn't you know it? Wade Wilson went and made himself one.
And you can too, as long as you stay on your sacred timeline for all time. Always.
TVA. Oh, man. Watch low key if y'all don't know what TVA is, man.
So there you go. How old is Deadpool, y'all? They gave it away.
Yeah. He's old.
I smoked weed, man. I forgot already. That's my excuse. What about y'all?
1990. So he's about 35.
Deadpool is 35 years old. He came out 30 years ago. So, or 35 years ago. So yeah, man, shout out to Deadpool. You know what I mean? Happy anniversary, Deadpool. Hey, how long did you rock with Deadpool when we were coming up with the comic books, Corey?
No, I didn't. I wasn't introduced to Deadpool until Marvel versus Capcom series, and then I had to go back. Yeah, and then I went back and I was like, oh wow. And then when I saw the movie Deadpool, I was like, oh yeah. And then Ryan Reynolds playing him, I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, that was the perfect. That if any out of all the castings in every cartoon to movie, I think the ones that were spot on was Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther and Ryan Reynolds. I even had my reserves with Wolverine with what's his name?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman, but he showed up. But definitely Ryan Reynolds played Deadpool because I remember Ryan Wilder first time experiences Van Wilder, and I was like,
yep.
Who is this guy that's super funny?
Funny as hell. Funny as hell. That's a classic movie too.
It was in that restaurant movie too, man. I think what's the servers.
Waiting.
Yeah, there it is. That's what I first saw him.
That was classic too. Yeah, he killed that character. He was like the perfect fit, man. When I was collecting comic books, like I read comic books that had him in it, but I never really got that deep into Deadpool until Ryan Reynolds did it, man. He killed it because I remember seeing Ryan Reynolds the first time we saw him as Deadpool was in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, serious then too.
It was he was a lot more serious now. It was funny too because they had that scene when Wolverine first saw him, his mouth was sewed. It was like, oh, they finally found a way to shut you up, huh?
Yeah.
Did you ever? You weren't really into comic books, were you, Don? Growing up?
No, but I remember Deadpool before the movie. He was in a different game. It wasn't Marvel versus Capcom, but it was a different Marvel game where you could pick up to 4 different Marvel characters and have them on your squad, and you go through the map and shit. And some of them have tag team moves and shit, and you could tag up. And so that's when I first saw that. And I played Deadpool, and I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker's dope. He got the guns, he got the sword, he got the red suit." And I'm like, "All right, this." And I picked him. I picked Blade. Fucking Wolverine and like some thrower. Like I don't remember what my fourth was.
Right there.
Man, he was legit, man. And then the movies came out. I was like, oh, this guy's fucking hilarious.
Was that Bobby?
I forgot that Blade was a comic Marvel.
Most people did.
Yeah,
most people did.
I watched that a long time ago when it came out. Was it Wesley Snipes?
It was Wesley Snipes. Yep.
Okay, that played.
There will only ever be Wesley Snipes. There will only ever be one
Blade. There only ever will be one Blade.
Hey man, and you know it's crazy because he a young character compared to the rest of like the Marvel characters. If you think X-Men came out in like the 60s, I think the Hulk came out around that same time. Actually, a lot of those characters came out around the 60s. You got Captain America that came out like I think Captain America came out in like what the 40s or something.
Yeah, during the war, man.
I say what?
It was during the war, wasn't it?
Before the war. It was before the war, actually. Probably going into the war. Yeah, around that time. Yeah, Captain America. That's an old character because I know Captain America was in the comic strip before it actually became a comic book.
Yeah, Red Skull. They had like real Nazi propaganda and like that stuff.
Oh yeah, they were using it like that back then for sure. But yeah, man, Deadpool is young compared to all of them, and he was the one that's saving the franchise right now, man. He's saving that franchise.
No, we could debate that. We can have a Marvel debate on an episode
next week. We'll have that debate next week.
No, it's too soon.
That's my question for everyone watching this, man. Yes or no? Do y'all think Deadpool is the one that's saving the franchise? I say yes. What you think, Bobby? What say you? Yay or nay? Is he saving the franchise or no?
No.
You don't think so? Nah. What say you, Don?
He's one of them. I think Guardians too. Between him and the Guardians, they're doing okay. Like the new one they put out with Rocket, and it was all animal.
I like it. They stepped their game. Hey man, Marvel was hurting before they dropped that Deadpool, man. That's why he had that when he was like, I'm Marvel's Jesus. I'm here to save it.
Yeah.
Because they were struggling, dog.
Well,
hey, go ahead.
With Marvel, they did a smart thing by acquiring all this IP when Fox was going when they acquired Fox, right? And they knew that, and it wasn't until I believe 2023 they were able to use all the Fox characters. That's the reason why 2024 Deadpool came out. I don't think Deadpool saved the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but he did help it. Because remember, Deadpool is already a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. If they would have came out with a bunch of R-rated movies for Marvel that Kevin Feige was considering, then we would have had, you know what I'm saying? We probably would have had something more, you know what I'm saying? More other heroes. Think about it like this. If you ever watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the show that came out, that was canon to the MCU. And if you know what canon means, for those who don't know, it was in line with the MCU. So you had Phil Coulson, who was in Avenger, died but come back, and then he was part of Agents of Shield. They were building something great when they had what's old guy, not Hellraiser, but
Ghost Rider. Yeah.
Ghost Rider. But they had the what is Ricky Ramirez version, not the older one that Nick Cage played.
Yeah.
That could have easily been a R-rated movie.
Dude, he was dope too. He played that character good.
Very good. And you know what I'm saying? That movie would have been bananas because of the fact that if you go into the Ghost world of Marvel, you have that, then you could have had Red Scarlet, all of them in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not cinematic universe, in the comic book verse, they all had spin-off. Midnight Suns, all these could have been.
Hey, Midnight Suns was that lick, man. So
exactly.
All right. We're gonna have to have that Marvel special, man, because I don't want to take up all the time, man. We got some other stuff we gotta talk about. But I still say he's safe for franchise. Because Marvel was cold till he dropped, man. I'm just gonna tell you that right now, man. They were cold. Because who was going to still go see those Marvel movies until he dropped? I forced myself just because
all of us enjoyed them, but when Deadpool came out, unfortunately, because of the raunchiness, I can't take my kids to go see that. I will not take my kids to go see that. You know what I mean? But
my kids have not seen
other Marvel movies came out. Like all of us enjoyed watching Captain America and Iron Man, and those were all with everything else is more family friendly, but the Deadpool series is just not.
No, I feel that. But that's the character. That's the character. They're gonna have to tone him down for what is it? Doomsday.
He's not in Doom.
They said he's gonna make a cameo.
He's probably make a cameo, but it's not gonna be. It's gonna probably be an end credit because of the fact that they already have the list is out of everybody who's participating in the movie. All the characters in it. You know, the first
cameo, and it's still toning them down though. Even if it's something quick, it can't be a quick real Deadpool moment.
This is true. And keep in mind also the trailer for that movie for Doomsday is being released with Fire and Ash coming out
this week, right?
Yeah, this week.
Nice.
Please believe if I get a chance to see the trailer, it will be up on our channel.
Bet. Switching gears real quick. We got something we need to talk about. You know, we're gonna show love to the female veterans out there, right? I see a lot of content out there that talks about veterans, and we love veterans. We got, two veterans on the show here, but you know what I don't see that much is actually a channel or content that's talking about the things that female veterans go through. So we asked Bobby to kind of share some stuff, man. What you got for us tonight, man?
So I want to share and kind of reach out to some of the ladies. I think our channel primarily feeds into male perspectives and stuff, but I would definitely like to highlight any of the females out there and just let you know that, we see you, we hear you, we're listening whenever you want to come and talk. I want to be able to offer some resources to you and just kind of open up the door to let you know that you're not alone. Tomorrow, I'll be graduating from my reboot class. I've talked about it in previous episodes. I took a 12-week reboot course for military trauma, and I was asked to share my testimony with a lot of people on stage at my church on a platform, that's used on Sundays to spread the gospel, but instead I'll be sharing my trauma. So a little nervous about that. I spent about 4 hours this morning getting, everything written up, having to rehearse it and stuff. That way I can kind of make sure I bring everything to the light that's been in the dark for a very long time.
And you say that's going on this Sunday coming up?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You ready?
Tomorrow at 18:30. I had to, somebody had to call me earlier and pep talk me. I'm not scared about about being on stage in front of people. I'm not scared about talking. I don't mind doing PowerPoint presentations to major commands, but when it comes to me addressing deep, dark things that I don't speak out, and I'm doing it in a group of people, that does make me very nervous. Actually, very very nervous. Um, but I wanted to talk about, obviously we're in the holiday season, and I think that a lot of us, whether or not we want to admit it or acknowledge that it's happening, we suffer with some mental health issues. And so for the ladies out there, if you happen to need any type of mental health support, for women veterans, you can get a hold of somebody. It's toll free. It's 1-855 VA Women. That's 1-855 VA WOMEN VA Women. And you can call. It's toll free support. They offer mental health services, benefits, and how to get connected into, I guess, your community if you want to do involvement. If you want to get together with other women veterans, they can host some sort of a counseling service so that you know that you're not alone. It's at no cost to you. They do offer support groups, possible housing and employment opportunities if you need a resource in that area. Um, Another one I had wanted to highlight was that Women Vets on Point, WVOP. They're the same thing too about offering the no cost counseling. They help with informal peer communities specifically for women veterans. And if you don't know, if you go to the Department of Veterans Affairs website, they do now have an area that is specifically focused on women veterans, only and stuff, because we do have special mental health issues sometimes, especially when it comes to our reproductive organs. Uh, and so there are different types of mental health issues that may come up even in the holiday season. Sometimes at Christmas time, while it may be joyful for some people, it may be, triggering to bad memories for others. And, we
Yeah.
don't want you to
Yeah.
feel alone this holiday season. And, we want to make sure that you understand that, there are resources out there. You've got to tap into those resources. If you're fighting a battle, you do not want to do it alone. But there are people around us who want to see, our demise. But it is your job to stand up and to rise out of the ashes that other people might have created for you. You know, your trauma, those things that you went through, they're not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility, and nobody's going to be in charge of that but you. And you've got to take the reins. You've got to step forward. You've got to be bold, and you've got to let people know I went through this, and it deserves to be acknowledged, because for too long we've kept these things in the dark. And for those who don't know, women serving in the military, the military community is only 1% of the United States. That's why we're called the 1%, right? Well, women are often 1% of the 1%. And so there is like one woman for every 200 men in the military. We are severely outnumbered in all areas.
Sheesh.
We are very, very outnumbered. And it may be different for different services, but I can only speak to the Army. I can't speak to the Air Force, but I can tell you right now that um, I've served in areas where I am the only woman. I mean, and my career is no different. I work on a 6-man team, and I am the only female. So it's not something that I'm not used to, but it puts us in a unique position. We are often more vulnerable. That doesn't mean we're weak.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, we are already coming in with some vulnerabilities, um, that you know people prey on that. Unfortunately, you have higher ranking NCOs, even some officers who prey on that. And so earlier, we were talking about a court martial. Well, a few years ago, um, I flew to Fort Bliss to go support my sister. My sister was she was almost killed by her active duty husband. He was a officer in the military, and I sat through the court martial. I sat through the statements, and if you've never been through one of those processes, it's long. We started at 8 o'clock in the morning, and court didn't finish till 11 o'clock at night. We were
Sheesh.
still out there a little after 2300, and I had to fly back to San Antonio at like 6:30 in the morning. It was a very grueling process. It was rough. my sister had to sit through that and relive through
Relive
traumas
everything. Yeah.
whenever they showed, her pictures coming up of her face, of her being in the hospital, her hair, having chunks taken out of it and stuff. And that's a very real issue that we deal with. And, that just kind of ties into what I'm telling you about. It's just about taking care of yourself, because there's nobody's going to take care of your mental health but you. Nobody.
Nah, good point. Good point. It's already tough, man. I mean, it can get tough just in general, man. And that's why I wanted you to speak on that, because I cannot mansplain what women veterans go through. So thank you for that, man. One more time, shout out those resources that are out there.
Yes. So it's Women Veterans on Point, WVOP, or you can go to the Department of Veterans Affairs website. They do have a pull down screen for women veterans focus only. And then lastly, there's also community mental health options, which is going to be the 1-855-VA Women.
Nice. And I put that for anyone that's logged on with us. I did throw that in the chat. So anyone that sees that, if you know a female veteran, man, pass that on, man. Each one teach one. That's what it's all about. But appreciate that. Appreciate any last thoughts on that before we move to the next segment, man.
If for some reason you don't feel like you want to reach out to the VA community, and maybe you just want to reach out to somebody, my ear is always open. I will absolutely make time for you.
I like
I'm
that.
not just saying that, I'm telling you, I will make time for you. And if you're local to the San Antonio area, I will happily meet up with you. We will sit down. We will have a chat. We can go face to face, and you can just lay it all out there in full confidence. And I'll even offer a prayer for you. So mental health is important. But speaking of mental health, Geronimo, what do you got?
Yeah.
Hey, man, we had to show love for that, man. I'm not gonna just let that ride. You know what I mean? That's what's up, man. Because again, I don't hear too many people showing the female veterans love. So appreciate that, man. Hey, and Bobby, she'll real one too. If you reach out to her, she'll reach back, man. So like for real, if you need to just reach out, and talk to another female veteran that understands what you done been through, what you might be going through, hit her up, man. That's what's. I gotta drop another one on that, man. Hell yeah, that's what's up. But to her point, talking about mental health, right? So we deal with mental health in all forms and facets, right? So one of the things I've always had a bone to pick with is social media, because I feel like social media might be messing with the mental health of our children, man. That's what I'm feeling like. And recently, last week, Australia made it law. The whole entire country, it's the law. Children 16 and under cannot be on social media. I repeat, children 16 and under in Australia cannot be on social media. Man, I'm dropping a bomb on that because I'm with that. I feel like so many of our children here in the U.S., man, they're suffering. We done talked about cyberbullying. What the is a cyberbullying, man? Like, you getting bullied, that's showing signs of mental health. And there's so many different things that I see within our children's mentality that are deteriorating because of that damn social media, man. So kudos to Australia for doing that, man, because I feel like it takes real cojones to step.
I got some questions about that, man.
You know what? We're going to start. Go ahead. Ask them questions, man. Let's get that conversation going.
I got two questions. First of all, what happens to the kid who somehow gets on the internet? What happens to him? And then also, what happens to the parent if the parent says, fuck the system, I'm going to give my kid access to the internet? Mm-hmm. What are the actual consequences going to be if these guys get caught on the internet? What I don't understand these. How can they monitor that? And then if they catch them, what are they going to do to them?
Great questions.
I'm looking it up. Go ahead. I'm curious.
Get a fine. I'd imagine maybe a fine or something. They're trying to get money for this.
There is a fine.
I like that. He's saying he's thinking maybe there's a fine. I don't know.
There is. Yeah, maybe they're trying to get some money off of this or something, or the kid's gonna have to go to court, and now people got to pay court fees and shit because they were searching on Facebook for something. No, this can't be.
Still developing. Corey, you said that you had information that there is a fine.
Yeah, so I saw the I saw the actual interview. Even they had kids on there who were petitioning their claim, right? But you have to realize laws are different in every part of the world, and that country governs them the ways they want to govern them.
Yep.
And there's the parents get fined, and I think they even can face jail time. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. I like it.
So I do like the fact that there's being monitored around social media because it's very important. But if your kid is a bad apple, you're gonna need to correct that bad apple before. I mean, we let's be honest. All of us here, except for Don, are parents, right? And if you seen something at the age of 5 and 6 you didn't like, and then it gotten worse at 7 or 8, you know damn well by the time they turn 12, you don't give them no social media account. You don't.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You
give them a book. You give them a book. Where's the camera? You give them a book. You know what I'm saying? You give them a book.
hey, that's real for real. Give them a book. And it's
a physical book, not no digital, not no audio, not no Kindle, not no iPad. You give them a book, a hard book to turn pages. And then once they start developing their creativity, guess what you give them? Another book.
Another book.
You know what I'm saying? Take a book that doesn't have pictures in it. And then after that, you give them a book report. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
So I commend them for doing that, because not everybody's online or friendly. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Roblox and Minecraft are portals for pedophiles.
Yeah, I've been seeing that lately. That's been coming out, and it was actually a kid that exposed it.
Yeah, you bring up a good point there with the video game. So what? Nobody under the age of 16 is going to be allowed to play online games?
They shouldn't.
That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt the gaming market. Traumatic.
In Australia,
that's like Fortnite's backbone.
Bobby, what you got for us?
What I said was stupid was I looked it up in ChatGPT because it obviously goes through multiple sources. There's no punishment under the 2025 Australian social media minimum age law for a parent whose child has a social media account in breach of the age limit. The law targets the platforms. They want the platforms to enforce the rules, which I said, well, that's stupid, because if a parent makes, an account for a kid and they let their kids use it, you know what I mean? Like, how are they going to enforce something like that? However, the only other, responsibility is if that child creates harmful content, cyberbullying, harassing, any type of content involving exploitation, then there's going to be legal consequences for the parent, not because of the age, but because of the behavior involved with the account.
Yeah, that's logical. So, that makes sense.
So they're putting it on the platform to enforce the rules.
Yeah, because I think about it when you say that, like, China doesn't allow TikTok, right? Like, in China, they like completely ban particular platforms, and I think TikTok is one of those platforms that you are not allowed to get on TikTok. But I can't see China, even though they're somewhat communist, coming in and saying, "All right, anybody under the age of 16 is no longer allowed to go online and search shit." I mean, that's going to hurt for schooling purposes, and if people are using schooling purposes, all they got to do is just put something in and do a quick search, and then they're on there. And
it's not for online stuff. It is specifically for
social media.
It's
just
Snapchat,
social media.
Instagram, Facebook. It's for those types of things. It's not to do like schoolwork. It's for specifically
social media. The ban is just for social media. But to your point, actually, I mean, they're not kind of communists. They are communists in China. They control all that stuff, boy. They say yes and no to what you can do online. They go even deeper than that. To Corey's point, it's different in every country, right? Not every country has the same freedom of speech we have here, right? But I like it, man. I mean, and I like that consequence you talked about, Bobby, where if a child is guilty of cyberbullying, the parents got to pay consequences. I like that. We need something here, man, because I get guaranteed that would alleviate a lot of the cyberbullying we have here. If parents are being held responsible, you got to pay fines. You hurt them pockets. I bet you will see that cyberbullying die down, dog.
They did that with kids who miss a certain amount of days. Eventually, they start going after the parents, making the parents pay for that.
Truancy. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen that. Yep.
So we can do it for that.
Maybe,
we can do it for but will we?
So here's the question that I have.
You know what? I feel that question, man, because like I got all hype, but then when you ask that question, I'm like,
my thing is, how old is it? How old are you when you're able to have a licensed firearm?
Well, you could be 16 to drive in some states, but I don't know about firearms. It's 18 everywhere, right? 21.
To answer your question, it depends on the weapon. If it is a like a shotgun or rifle, I believe it's 18. For a handgun, I believe it's 21.
Okay,
and that's like nationwide, right? Like,
because I've been at the shooting
I'm only
range.
speaking for
I've seen
Texas.
kids with guns.
I say that's state by state, because here you don't even need a license to carry a weapon. You just got to pass a background check. But I don't know the age.
Okay, hold on. You absolutely need a license to carry. You don't need a license to open carry. You need a license to conceal carry in the state of Texas.
I thought they changed the law. Didn't they change that? I thought they changed that law.
Let's not deviate from what I'm saying, because I'm going down a rabbit hole. And I want y'all to follow.
Go ahead.
So you have
going down a rabbit hole. I want y'all to follow.
Because you got to be 16, right? To dine point to drive a vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each one of these devices can kill a person from the device, meaning that the car can run into a person, unalive someone. The weapon can be discharged, unalive someone. Social media, you have to partake in order for you to be able to be unalived, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
So
you can easily turn it off and not see it. That's a good point.
You feel what I'm saying? We need to. I believe it's when raising a child, you got to show them to have restraint. You have to show them to have what is the word I'm looking for? It's it goes along with restraint, but
accountability.
Accountability, but well, yeah. Let's leave it at those two, right? Not to get online and start bullying somebody. That. Everybody knows that. Why? Because there's something in us that tells us what's right from wrong. Everybody has that in them, but you can still participate in the wrong because you just feel like it's the best thing that you want to do. It touches a certain thing in your body. The problem is, if you don't have consequences growing up to tell you what wrong is and have an experience, aka when we was growing up, we had attitude adjustments. Ass whooping. You feel me?
I have plenty of that.
You know what I'm saying?
I have plenty of that. Kept me out of jail.
Hello? So if kids have those attitude adjustments and they learn their lesson, then giving them something like a tablet, like a phone, and giving them restrictions then that they can manage on their own, then it shouldn't be a problem. However, before you get a license, you get a permit, right? So how about a MDM, right? Mobile device management tool put on these devices from the parents. See, if we want to get in the weeds of everything, like what is it? There's a lot of SaaS out there that can actually help this. Software as a service, right? Mm-hmm. Can truly help a lot of parents, a lot of companies, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, like they have Instagram teen accounts. To me, if a platform is doing that, that's okay. I think they're trying to cover themselves more so than show accountability. Yeah. But
it starts at home. What content gets posted on there? You know what I mean?
Right, like YouTube Kids.
Yeah, like YouTube Kids.
Yeah,
it starts at home because what happens is that that bad apple is going to grow up, and when he's able to get, or she's able to get on the 18 and older sites and do those things, now they're like, okay, my brain is wide open now, no more restrictions, I can click on here and see it now. You know what I'm saying? There gotta be some type of moral accountability from the beginning of raising that individual. Parents should be raising good humans.
100%. 100%. And I think one of the biggest problems we have here in the States, we got too many snowplow parents. The snowplow parents, I don't know if everyone's familiar with that term, but a snowplow parent is a parent that clears all the obstacles out of the path for their children. And therefore, the children grow up not knowing how to deal with challenges in life's adversity because mama or dad, the snowplow parent, got all of those challenges out of their way. I feel like that's part of the snowplow parenting. The kids, they get bored and they start acting out. They coddle them. It's like a pacifier. Take this tablet, take this phone, just do whatever. Just shut up. Damn it. Instead of dealing with the noise. Like back in the day, hey man, some of the things the boomers did, we needed that. Yeah. Hey, I didn't get no tablet. I got this right here. You better shut the keep talking, keep making noise, right?
Keep crying and give me something to cry about.
Yeah, man. Like it's just but we're setting them up for failure, man. And I think the social media, when we give them all that access just freely, we're setting them up for failure, man. They're not resilient. They're not resilient. And it's also we're enablers as well, because we're enabling their addiction to dopamine, because they get on there, get the likes, whatever they do, they get that dose of dopamine and they just keep chasing that dopamine high. And if we allow them to just stay on that social media, we're enabling. Yeah, straight up, man.
There's got to be some of that moral accountability, like you were talking about. In our house, we do have Apple devices, so I have time limits for apps. I have age restrictions on apps and stuff. And so my daughter come in, she's like, "Oh, my time limit's up." All right, dog, I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna have to figure that out. No, seriously. Like I'm like, I gave you a time restriction for a reason. Mm-hmm. Maybe you should go do something else. Go outside and play for a little bit. She goes, I know what you're gonna tell me. Go touch grass. Yeah, go touch grass.
Good for you.
Finally get out of my face.
Yes.
I mean, it's just put some rules. There's nothing wrong with having some rules and restrictions on your kids. When it comes time to eat dinner, I dare you to bring a tablet up to my table. It's not going to happen. We don't do devices at the table during dinner.
Love it.
You know what I mean?
Love it.
So like I've seen some parents, they'll sit there and feed their kids at the dinner table while their kids are watching a tablet. And I'm like, get it out of their face. Like, I'm not trying to judge you, but I'm judging.
I'm judging.
You know what I mean? Because like I feel like it ends up breeding that addiction. You're enabling that dopamine.
Yes.
They constantly need something to stimulate their brain. Well, you don't need constant brain stimulation all the time. You end up being overstimulated. So when it's taken away, you end up seeing kids start acting out. They start acting crazy. They don't know how to act correctly in public. I see it all the time. I'm like,
let me get 5 more minutes, mama. I just need 5 more minutes on my roadblocks, mama.
Tyrone Bigham.
Nah, good point, man. So that's still developing. I know there were some states that were considering that, but it kind of just died down. But more to come. We'll stay on top of that. That's just how I feel about it. But you know what? As a millennial, I used to be addicted to wrestling. Ooh. And this next guy we about to talk about was a little bit past my time when I kind of just I wasn't into wrestling as much as I used to be, but still that dude. He's still that dude, man. He's still that dude, man. Who we talking about, Dr. Poole?
So we're talking about Super Cena. John Cena, man. He is gone. He is gone from the wrestling entertainment industry. He had his last match this Saturday, unfortunately for me, because he was a very entertaining person.
When you say gone, you mean gone?
Yeah, like he's gone. He's retiring, man. He left his boots or his tennis shoes in the ring, symbolizing it's done. I was hoping it would end at WrestleMania, honestly. But
you didn't make it that far. Why not?
No. Well, because he was contracted to only have a certain amount of days, and this was his last day. Maybe, hopefully in the future, there's some type of maybe cameo or something. I wouldn't completely rule out WWE, paying millions and millions of dollars for a one-night show on a WrestleMania, but I don't know. He's pretty integrity. He's got a lot of integrity. If he says he's gone, he's probably going to be gone. But they did a great job of giving him tributes all throughout the night. He did start in 2002. And I was kind of off and on with wrestling at that point in my life, too. I was kind of like experiencing life and stuff. So I didn't really get to see too much of his rivalry with like CM Punk or The Undertaker and whatnot. But when I came back towards the later 2000s, like 2015, 2016, I started getting into it a little bit more. And, he was still locked in there and putting on great shows and great performances. And I mean, this guy, he spent over 8,000 days doing this, like 8,570 days ago, he started his wrestling venture, and he wrestled in over 726 TV matches. And I mean, that's all around the world. That's for troops. That's for, the Saudi Arabians and the Australians and all around America. And a lot of people, his match was okay. He went against a guy named Gunther, who's the future of professional wrestling. He's a literal beast. And I thought it was a great match. He tapped out in the end. John Cena tapped out in the end. And that's what's getting a lot of heat over the internet right now with WWE is John Cena's whole moniker was hustle, loyalty, and respect, but it was also never give up. And so to have him tap out and essentially give up in his last match in the organization kind of like struck the fans. So like when I was watching the show and he tapped out, even though he had a smile on his face, like, all right, it's done. And the entire audience was just silent, just stunned silent. And you see the camera pan around and nobody is making any type of expressions other than just complete shock.
Yeah.
And so it was sad. It was very sad. It was kind of sad because he didn't go
that was
out.
done intentionally though?
Of course.
For the
yes.
drama of it all.
Yeah. I mean, John Cena was always known for doing the right thing. And the right thing in wrestling when you're going out is to put over the next top guy so you can have the future of the company go on. And that's what happened. But, and I don't mind the tap out, he fought hard through the choke out and like he was getting choked for like 5 minutes. He fought out of it like 4 or 5 times. And it was the epitome of I'm not giving up. And then finally he's like, I just can't. I have to give up. And he did, man. And it was sad, but
You gotta do what you got to do, man.
Yeah, he got a lot of acknowledgments. Like some of the people who were giving him shout outs, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning.
Wow.
Jimmy Fallon gave a shout out to him on his show live.
That's
or no, not Jimmy Kimmel, but Jimmy Fallon. But Jimmy Kimmel also did a live shout out on his show, and Tom Brady, Little Yachty, Jalen Brunson, Jelly Roll, all had like cameos showing respect to John Cena. This guy is a 17-time world champion.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the record for WWE most championship belts ever won for world champion. 5-time United States champion, 1-time Intercontinental champion, 4-time tag team champion, 2-time Royal Rumble winner, and a lot more accomplishments that he has on his list, man. And it's a sad day. It's very, very sad, but I'm sure he is going to continue to be the peacemaker because, of course, he is the peacemaker in that show. I can't remember what it's on. I think it's on
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
HBO Max, man. So I first saw that, like, man, I was like, all right, he's not gone completely, but he's entered the entertainment realm of his career now, which is interesting. Maybe we'll see him in the next Street Fighter or something like that.
He's also in X. Remember Fast and the Furious X?
Yeah, right. Yep. He did get killed off though, but yeah, he was Toretto's brother, right? He was like
there was nobody.
Yeah, there was nobody.
Hey,
he saved the kid, man. But
if there's nobody, there's no confirmed death.
There's no
they can always come back.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's what I got for Cena. I talk about Jake Paul, but you said something about like there's an advertisement coming out for that Street Fighter, right?
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, we got it right here, man. So the trailer of the soon to be Street Fighter, the rebooted version, just came out, man. What I want to do is go ahead and play that video and let's have a conversation about it, sir.
Yes, sir. Cody Rhodes. That's Cody Rhodes right there playing Guile. From Reigns, right? Fifty. What's 50? Mm-hmm.
Oh, they got the card. Oh, they got the card. Oh, yo, hey, this is the millennial moment, man. You don't really get much more millennial than Street Fighter, dog. Like,
man,
yeah.
totality, bro. Man. That's it. That's gonna be good, man. I might go to the theaters and actually pay money for that one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be up in that thing.
We all.
So, you know what else is gonna be a good fight? Jake Paul, man. Jake Paul got a fight coming up on Netflix. But y'all want to talk about that? Talk about the movie real quick?
Yeah, man. We definitely got to talk about that, man. Well, you were gonna say something, Corey.
I said we all need to go to the movie and see it, and then the next Monday we gotta bust it down. We gotta bust it down.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have to do a review. We're gonna have to do it. Yeah. So the first thing I caught out of all of that was they got the memo that I don't know if they had the actress playing Chun-Li doing like a bunch of squats or whatever, but they made sure she had them thick legs though, because that's what, when I was a kid, I was in love with Chun-Li because that girl was thick, boy. She had them thighs, man. She had them thighs, man.
Man.
All them leg kicks, man.
They captured that, man. Yeah. What else stood out to y'all, man, from that trailer? Bobby, you play Street Fighter.
We've had this talk before.
I know. That's what stood out to you. What stood out to you in that trailer?
I'll tell you what stood out to me. It's kind of the music. There was a retro style of the music that brought back the originality of Street Fighter. I don't know if you listened to it while I was going through, listening to the music. I was like, man, that's like old school. Yeah. I'm thinking of like, 1990s Ninja Turtles, the Ninja Turtles movie that came out. You know what I mean? Like that
classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yep.
Who are you most excited to see? I know who you're gonna say. I just got to hear you say it.
Man, who do you think I'm gonna say? Ryu?
No.
Oh, do you remember what Akuma? So yeah,
Akuma, yeah, I know Akuma was your favorite player in Street Fighter. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for that, man.
We'll see what's up, but I do fully plan on going to see it. Absolutely.
Dude, that movie just took me back. Dude, how did you feel when you seen that trailer for the first time, Don?
I felt like 50 Cent's gonna set a trend for hairstyles, and people are gonna come out with the Bell Rog do. In 2026, people are gonna be doing crazy shit to their hair like Bell Rog. Watch. I bet money right now. In 2027, everybody's gonna have that fucking haircut.
Hey, that's funny. Someone's probably at the barbershop right now. Hey, man, do the 50 Cent joint.
Yeah, all those 50 Cent fans better get that lineup, man. That lineup.
Oh God,
that's funny.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Looks like it's gonna be a lot of action. Looks like it's low lighting too, kind of gritty, low lighting type movie.
That 90s feel, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good point. How'd you feel when the first time you saw that trailer, Corey?
Okay. I didn't like it.
No?
I did not like it.
I'm shocked.
I did not. I think, honestly, and I'm a big Street Fighter fan.
I know.
I saw that trailer. I was highly disappointed. I was highly disappointed in Guile, Cody Rhodes. Okay. Mm-hmm. That scene right there, it looked like he just stood up and then did a flip kick. I'm like, bro, everybody who knows when you do that, he squats down and flip up and kick. Number two, it's like we didn't see M. Bison at all.
You did. It was a quick flash. You see him like kind of just like flip his jacket back. It's real quick. If you blink, you missed him.
Okay, so I gotta go watch it again.
Yeah.
After I watched it 4 times.
You must have blinked.
Akuma looks very, very dope. I'm
Akuma
excited
looks
for Akuma.
Yeah.
Ryu does not look dope at all. Ken don't look dope at all. The ending where he do the when they toss him and they kick him, I like that, but I'm not impressed.
No,
not impressed, right? I think especially because of the hype around the movie, it's like you got, and 50 Cent, he's the type of person to blow a movie up, right?
Yeah.
I'm not impressed. And here's the thing, it's gonna be a real hard sell on that. You know why? The Friday before that, Mortal Kombat 2 comes out.
Ooh, you mean we're gonna get a little bit of this?
Yes. Yes. And because I was looking at it, that's one of the reasons why they were building it up so big on a Street Fighter, right? Because Mortal Kombat 2 had already announced they were coming out at a certain time. And then so when I saw the Street Fighter, and the Street Fighter coming out in October 26, 2026, right?
I didn't catch the date. I just saw 2026.
Either way, they're trying to. Great for bringing us back to the 90s in the fighting movie era, right?
Yeah.
But Mortal Kombat 1 was 100% dope, and not just because it was COVID. I saw it at home on HBO Max because I would have went to the movie.
It was dope.
Mortal Kombat.
It was dope.
1. Mortal Kombat 2 is going to be even better. This Street Fighter movie is one. I don't know. I guess the trailer didn't meet my expectations. Go back and look at it. Like the guy who's like, it's not Dan. You know what I'm saying? It's another guy who we don't know. Light skin, blonde hair guy.
Ken?
No, not Ken. So Dan is one of the guys who studied Ryu and them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember. He came out in the later versions.
In the later version and in the Alpha series, right?
Yeah.
But this Alpha, guy who he's clearly like, I'm like, who is this character? Like, I don't know who he is. And then they have commentators. I'm like, nah, man. And then the guy beating up the car, he looked like a Fatal Fury character. So, which is not part of Street Fighter. And that TIE fighter was not Sagat, because if we know Sagat stands 6'7", 6'8" tall, with a scar on his chest from Ryu. That Ryu don't look like he put that scar on his chest. He can put a scar on anybody's chest.
That's funny. That's funny. So you're not happy with the casting thus far?
I'm not happy with the the casting. Casting can be great. I'm a movie buff. And I love movies. I just don't think that trailer represents that movie well. They should have did something a little bit more. I say more story building, world building. We know the histories behind Akuma. You know what I'm saying? The killing the sensei of Ryu and Ken. Right.
Mm-hmm.
We know Guile is in special forces. We know Cammy doesn't even come into the Super Street Fighter series. So where's Fei Long if she's in there? Because DJ and Fei Long were bigger characters. T-Hawk was bigger characters than Cammy. So they're going for sex appeal as well. I get it.
Worked on me.
Yeah. But
I mentioned those Chun-Li legs.
Let's go from fake fighting to real fighting.
Yeah.
I'll do that real quick, like some real street fight.
Yeah, let's go to the real Street Fighter, man, because that commercial, it disappointed me.
We were actually supposed to wrap after that, but I guess Corey was so disappointed. We're gonna go ahead and give you one more, and then we'll take out the show. But hit us. What we got? What's the real street fighting coming up?
I could come back and we could talk about it after. I mean, the fight's coming up on the 19th, and really, it's just Jake Paul is going to be battling against Anthony Joshua on Netflix live. And so, if you guys are going to be interested in watching that fight, it's going to be pretty good, especially after you consider the.
It's going to be on Netflix.
Yes, it's going to be live on Netflix. They're going to be in Miami. This dude, Anthony, y'all already know about Jake Paul, the guy who's fighting Anthony Joshua's nickname AJ. He's a highly accomplished British professional boxer and a former 2-time unified heavyweight world champion. So it should be a pretty good. The tail of the tape, you know, Anthony Joshua, he's 6'6", Jake Paul 6'1". Age 28, Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua 36. So he's got more experience, he's got more height. And this could be one of those matches where Jake Paul finally hits that canvas for the 10 count. And so, you know, I'll jump on after the fight too, and we could talk about it because, you know, when he fought against Tyson, it literally broke Netflix. And so, you know, I'm interested to see if that happens again, especially with how we've been talking about Netflix.
To throw out there. I got something crazy to throw out there. You said it's going to be on Netflix?
Yeah.
How do you feel about doing a watch party?
Yeah, we can do that.
Like we can watch it live right here. I'm just throwing that out. Whoever can make it.
It's on Friday though. We'd have to either watch it back. We'd have to either watch the replay or we'd have to show it on Friday.
You said what? What now?
It's on Friday, so we'd have to do like
what time Friday?
Shit, it's gonna be the last fight, so it'll probably come on like around 7. Last time it was like 7 or 8. Yeah, Pacific time.
That's gonna be about 9 my time.
Yeah.
No. The main fight is gonna be probably around 8 o'clock.
Yep, that's what I was saying. About 7:30, 8 o'clock
here in Texas.
That's 10 o'clock.
I was about to say, typically the main fight is the last one. They don't come on to like between 10 and 11.
Yeah.
On our side, in the center time.
Yeah.
Hey,
I didn't check out the rest of the card, but the first one brought in 18.1 million in ticket sales, man.
You talking the first one? What?
The first Netflix fight, Jake Paul versus Tyson. Right? Yeah, like I'm not even thinking about this fight so much for Jake Paul's perspective. I'm looking at this mostly now from like a Netflix perspective because it's gonna be the second live fight that they've had on Netflix now. And the first one crashed Netflix, and nothing has ever crashed Netflix before except for this fight, from what I've seen.
I want
to see if it happens again.
We did the recap.
Yeah, that's what made me want to bring this up prior because it's coming up this week, this Friday. So you know, I wonder if it's gonna break the internet.
Doing a live watch party for that last fight. I'm down.
Okay.
Whoever can make it.
Yeah, you set it up. I'll be home.
Oh, I'll set that.
So what you guys gonna do? You guys gonna put it on and then you guys gonna share it to Netflix?
Yeah,
we can do that.
I don't know.
No, we talk about it. We can't show it, but we can talk about it while it's playing.
Well, no, it's a possibility. All we got to do is screen share to another screen that's playing Netflix, playing the fight, right?
That might be illegal pirating. I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll do some research because if you're commentating on something, you're supposed to be able to commentate. So
live commentary.
Let's make sure we're in it clear. But worst case, we'll do a reaction to it on Monday.
If we don't come on Monday, that means Streamline blocked. Streamline blocked.
They shut us down again.
We'll figure it out. If we can't share it, then I'm down with what Don said, man. We'll just be watching it ourselves and be live, man. Just commentating back and forth.
I'll handle that. Y'all let me know.
I don't think it's going past the third round. I think somebody's getting knocked down, man.
So I'm gonna say this. I was looking forward to Jake Paul and what is it? Gervonta, Gervonta, right? That was supposed to be the fight, but I guess something happened. I'm not sure what. So either Tank backed out because of some financial issues or some personal issues with Jake Paul. So I was expected to see that fight. This fight, I don't know the guy who he's fighting.
Never heard of him.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be good to see that. But my money, if I was to bet on somebody, is going to be Jake Paul because he got the bigger name and everything.
Maybe. I've never seen the other guy fight either, but he's a heavyweight. He's classified as a heavyweight, and Paul is still classified as a cruiserweight because like cruiserweight's like around the 200, 220, but heavyweight's like 245. So Jake Paul's going to have speed. You know, he should be faster. He should be able to have more stamina because the dude's 36. Normally older guys tend to lose stamina a little bit faster, but the guy's experienced. He's a 2-time world champion. and he's bigger and has reach. So I don't think it's going to be as easy for Jake Paul as some other fights might have been in the past.
Right.
I saw you went in a different direction than what you was gonna originally say. I've been noticing that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what I say before I say it now,
So yeah, man, that's what's up. Thanks for sharing that. So yeah, we're gonna figure this out if we can do like a live watch party on Friday. We just gotta look into the policies and make sure we don't violate anything. We've been out of YouTube jail for a while. I don't want to go back.
Don't want to go back.
I don't want to go back. I ain't going back.
Hey, they don't feed us or nothing.
Say what?
Except for real, they don't feed us or nothing.
Hey. That's funny. Hey, another good show though. I like the new direction we're going in. Everybody chime in, man. That's been down with us for a while. Let us know how y'all like this new direction we're going in. But we got to sign off like we normally do around this time. Now, I gotta say, Miss Bobby with an I, because why is for a guy. Let the folks know what you could help people with out here in the Bexar County and surrounding areas, ma'am.
Yeah, so out here in the San Antonio area, I own Patriot Restorations LLC. We are a water mitigation, water damage company. So if you somehow got a leaky pipe somewhere, there's water all over the place, we do full water extraction, and we also do mold and mildew mitigation as well. Just know that if you are in this area due to the high humidity, it takes less than 48 hours for mold to begin to develop in your home. So if there is in fact water damage, please get a hold of me so we can get out there and get you taken care of, keep your family happy and healthy this holiday season. Speaking of which, from our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Hey. Speaking of that water, Dr. Poole, what are you helping folks with out there in the LA and surrounding areas?
Yep, that's Los Angeles. On the west side, we're doing swimming pools and spa services, and you can you could reach me here at d.r.poolandspaservice@gmail.com, and I could get some questions answered for you guys or give you guys some general quotes and prices on things. And also, if you're just looking to follow me and get some content because you think I'm a funny guy, you could at Don.Rump right here. You just add me on the Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be posting some weird shit sometimes. Some millennial stuff. We're keeping it millennial.
That's the OG millennial right there. He is Don, aka Dr. Poole, aka OG millennial. He's like one of the Wu-Tang Clan members, man. Hey,
Wu-Tang forever.
Wu-Tang. Hey, the main man with the game plan, Mr. Corey Giovanni. What are you helping folks with out there nowadays?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Like my brother said, if you're looking to get into podcasting or you're looking for some social media content, I'm your guy. Make sure you click the link in the description, schedule a free call with me, and we'll go over your exit strategy plan for you to be able to get out from that crowd of 200 to the 2,000 and above. Also, you need coaching? I'm that guy. So reach out to me at Corey Giovanni on all platforms that's out there. And if I'm not there, then I ain't gonna be there.
I guess that kind of makes sense. If you're not there, then you ain't gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm Geronimo, man. At AKA Tech Von Gold, man. It's just tech is in everything we do, man. And all I got to say is take the time, make sure you click that like button, make sure you click that subscribe button, and then also too, scroll down a little bit further. There's a link right there to our merchandise store. Go ahead and copy some merch, get some t-shirts, get some hats, just get whatever the family likes, man. It's the season of giving. Give them some Technically Speaking merch, man. That's all I'm gonna ask. Other than that, thank you for joining us. Happy Monday. Y'all have a good week. It is the holiday, so hopefully things are good. If not,
don't spend it alone.
Resources, don't spend it alone, like she said. So other than that, y'all have a good night. We love y'all.
Be safe. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.